Everybody's been super awesome. Seen a lot of effort out of everybody's costumes and stuff. We don't really have like rules on costuming, but we can tell when you put a lot of effort into it, and it's much appreciated. I think everybody, we have a lot of new people in the group that are trying really hard too, and then there's Eric who's not trying at all.
And then there's Alex who really didn't have a costume today. He just showed up.
But actually, Alex, you want to come over here? Because I'll do this part. This is one of the mascot heads from the zoo. And there was a group of people. Eric is one of them. And I think it was Eric and Travis, you both did this one. This one was coming apart at the seams and everything, and the zoo didn't know what to do. So Eric, Travis, I believe Brad is going to try to help. Teresa is sewing some stuff, and Ricky are all tag teaming all of their costumes and fixing them up for them. They've also expressed that if anyone doesn't have a costume or has a friend that really wants to come with them that doesn't have a costume, that they still need people in some of the mascot costumes for Boo at the Zoo. So get with Ricky and he'll let you get with the person. You can volunteer. The Boo at the Zoo things are pretty awesome. They have pizza there normally, tons of drinks. Usually we have enough people that you can go back and relax a lot and then come back out. We allow people, usually we sit up in the little alcove in the front. That's where the kids really like us. Do you know yet if we're part of the scavenger hunt this year?
We are not.
Okay. Last year they forgot to tell us we were part of the scavenger hunt, and that was super fun because we were signing things and not knowing what was going on. But this year we are not a part of it. But this week is Disney and space only, right? Disney night on Friday night, and as some people have figured out, all you have to do is look like a princess. You don't even have to, like, and your outfit looks really good.
Guys, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone knows that Cusco is the best Disney princess. Just
yes. But
you should be him.
Sometimes little girls only want, I mean, they don't care what princess you are, they just want to see a tiara and a big dress. That's what they want. They just want sparkle. So there's that, and then there's Space Night, which you can be Guardians of the Galaxy, Firefly, Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek, Star Wars. We do have some, if you want to bring your kids, we do have, because I buy a lot of stuff. I have a lot of Star Trek little kid shirts that I have not cut up yet. So.
And a stormtrooper. The clone trooper.
That's a baby. That's for a baby. So if somebody has a baby, they can dress up like that. But yeah,
Where was that one you were holding from the library?
Yeah.
Is that one from the library?
But yeah, I have a lot of little costumes, and then as people know, like I let her borrow my Jubilee and stuff. There's certain costumes that I don't let people borrow, or I'm very careful. But if you're as tall as me and kind of my size, I will let you borrow my Princess Leia if you do not murder the wig. But that's pretty much like, there's just certain ones that I'm a little bit more careful about, but I am willing to let people borrow a lot of my costumes. And I know Ricky is as well. We've gotten a lot of use out of Batman. So me spending like $600 or $700 on it doesn't feel as bad, because I think almost everyone in this room is practically on it. So.
It is somewhat of an initiation rite.
Yeah.
You're in the group, it's like you're not a full member until you.
And if Chip can wear it, anyone can wear it. He had a panic attack in it.
The first time I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
He did not realize he was that claustrophobic.
Those people are really excited about being Batman, but not Chip.
Hey, I'm sorry,
But you know
put
what?
that on,
That's
it's like, throw it on.
He totally owned it the rest of the night, though. Didn't even get out of it. But yeah, I just noticed recently a lot of people have been trying really hard to come out and do stuff, and we do appreciate it. And we want everyone to know that the group as a whole, we are all about everybody loving each other, getting along with other groups. And pretty much, I think that was all I had to say. Ricky has a whole bunch. I was going to say one thing. If people still do not know what they are doing for The Hobbit, and you don't want to be a Hobbit because you're super tall, or
Be a tree.
you're just not into Hobbits, we still are looking for people to join our our Goddess and God group. There is a Tolkien gods and goddesses that are talked about in the books, but they're not really talked about in the movies. And we have a bunch of people, me and her, Cameron, are you doing it with us?
I think so.
And Cameron's doing it with us. There's like, I don't know if anybody's seen my pictures, but I had a blue dress on one year with a star I was holding. I was barter that year. And somebody's gonna be, somebody's gonna be Barda this year, and I'm doing it. But the cool thing is there's not a lot of pictures of those characters, so you can do whatever you want. So if you're really into custom, you can pretty much do whatever you want, and people will love it.
So we've attracted our yearly gawkers.
Fans out here.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've attracted our yearly audience.
I'm guessing one of the terrible, horrible, really bad days just let out, I think.
Yeah, we can clear.
But I think that was all I have to say. Did anyone have anything, like a question that they wanted to ask, like an officer? If it, nothing? Very super intense. Do you have something else?
I'll talk to you afterwards.
Oh, what it is. But yeah, like if not at a meeting or otherwise, if you ever have any questions, you can ask any of us. You can ask Eric or Ricky or me. If you don't like me, you can ask somebody else. So pretty much you can ask any of us. And tonight, Jeff had to take care of us. His doctor, so he couldn't come. And then Tiffany is sick. And who else am I missing?
Nicole's ill.
Oh, yeah.
And Nicole's ill too, usually she's here. So some of our little officers and assistants aren't here tonight because they have something. Hopefully they don't have that virus that nobody talks about because they're too busy talking about it a lot. So, you know, the thing that you can actually catch. So, but I think it should be good. I think besides all your work stuff.
All right. All right. September was a slow month, so we only had like stuff to do every weekend instead of like 2 or 3 things to do every weekend. Since the last meeting, the first thing we did was September 13th, we had McKay's Appreciation Day, or Customer Appreciation Day. We had a whole bunch of people came out as different literary characters from video games and movies and things like that. And it was a huge success, and if anyone doesn't know, McKay's treats us extremely well. We have a costume for them because they give us some free McKay's money that we can use to purchase things at the store. So, and they give us food, tickets, and things like that too. So it's a fun thing to do because the kids and the fans really love it. And you also kind of get a little bit of a perk by, being able to buy some comics or a movie or something that you like just for being there for a few hours. The second thing was Covenant's Transport's Employee Appreciation Day. We had a handful of people that went out there. My Batman made an appearance without me again.
Hi, how are you?
And he rode the mechanical bull. It was pretty disastrous.
I noticed that she stayed on longer than you did.
Let's start doing it in gloves.
I said, well, don't forget, those two over there wear cowboy boots with good reason.
Optimus Prime is better at the mechanical bull than Batman. We have proof, video proof of it. But to show their appreciation for us doing that, they donated $50 to our club. So thank you to them. After that, we had Talk Like a Pirate Day. We had 20 some odd people that went out there. A few of them were on the wrong side of the street, but that's okay. We went over and we raided the Krispy Kreme. We got a whole bunch of donuts and everything. And then afterwards, Mark Compton negotiated a permanent 10% discount for our group to go to Applebee's. So if we ever want to go to Applebee's or something, we get a 10% discount when we go there. And, oh yeah.
After you've used up the Olive Garden card, it'll be
So if we ever go and if you go to and you casually mention that you're in Chattooine and they give you a discount, you can just remember it's Mark's fault.
Blame Mark.
So what that means is you have to have photographic proof, so take a picture of your receipt with the 10% discount and post it in his group if you're a member of that group.
That needs to be the code word for the discount. You just walk up and go, and it's all Mark's fault. And they're like, oh, 10%, okay.
Now, it probably only applies to groups, but
Yeah.
If we go there, I'll talk to them, or we'll have Mark talk to them.
Hey, Rick, you're supposed to do that. Just show them a business card or something.
Well, if we go as a group, then one of us will be there to talk to them. We'll work it out. Last weekend, we had the Ronald McDonald House, not this last weekend, but the weekend before. We had Ronald McDonald House Autumn Festival, and it's a fundraiser and raise awareness for the Ronald McDonald House. We had a huge number of people that came. Thank you to everybody that made it out there, because we were a huge hit. All the kids were loving us. We had bunches of people that wanted pictures. We got the attention of a whole bunch of new people that wanted to join the group. And everyone had quite a bit of fun. It was a long day, and it was not cool, but it was definitely worth it. The kids really just had a blast. After that, this past weekend, we had Star Wars Reads Day. First of all, we had a couple of television appearances last week, where a bunch of us went in costume and were on TV. And it wasn't for us that we were on TV. We were on there just kind of as a backdrop to help Barnes & Noble raise awareness and for their fundraiser that they were doing this past Saturday for the Urban League. And I think that went extremely well. And they definitely mentioned us in the TV spot, so that was really cool too. For Star Wars Reads Day, we actually had two different events. We went to the Chattanooga Public Library first. And Megan had a whole bunch of fun activities and everything for the kids to do. We really had a lot of fun. She had tons of food and snacks and drinks and everything. She's starting to learn that when she asks us to come do something at the library, we have way more people than she expected. So it was definitely a better situation than previously.
She also appreciates when people, if you can't be in costume, because we had somebody, Becca, that wasn't in costume, she actually went early and helped with one of the tables. So if you just want to volunteer to help work and help put together stuff, and I think, did you say somebody else helped?
Queen Amidala was helping to put animatronic hands together, and as well as a Sith and Obi-Wan, so they were all over there helping kids make their animatronic hands.
So some of the places are excited when you want to get involved, so.
Oh yeah, there's definitely more for us to do than just stand around in costume if we go to the library, because she has lots of really fun stuff that we could actually help with too, as well as wrangling the kids. Now, the other thing that happened after that, we all went to Barnes & Noble for Star Wars Reads Day. And Kelly, the manager at Barnes & Noble, told me that while we were there, because of me going on Facebook a lot and posting that we're doing a fundraiser, you know, make sure to tell your cashier when you're checking out that you want part of your purchase to go towards the Urban League. We actually raised almost triple during the amount of time we were there than they had raised Friday and in the morning on Saturday alone. So it was like a huge, extra amount that was added. So we're really, really, really happy about that. And I forgot one other thing that happened last week. We had a few people that costumed for Dracula Untold. They changed the release date on us, and we didn't realize it until last week. So a few people went ahead and came anyway. We had the Grudge Girl, a couple of vampires, and Wolf-Link that ran around and terrified children and parents alike.
Yeah.
There were numerous times where people actually screamed and ran because of April scaring them to death. So that was a lot of fun too, and not only did the management here at the theater like that we were scaring people and making them run around, they asked us if we would have some scary costumers come out for the 30th. It's a Thursday. They're re-releasing the first Saw movie. And that's the day that they're going to be re-releasing it. So if anyone has a scary costume that wouldn't be appropriate for the Earth Fair or something like that, that might be something you could think about doing next week or in the next couple of weeks. All right.
Yeah, the scouts.
Oh, I'm going to go over the movie right now.
The Barnes & Noble.
Oh, that's right. Also, I got to meet Master Yoda while we were at Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
You want to stand up, take it down, wave at everybody. This is Master Yoda. His name is Steve, and he does an amazing Yoda impersonation. Has a really cool costume and stuff. And he's expressed interest in doing things with us in the future, so everyone's welcome in because we definitely could use a Yoda. Why not? Yeah.
Can we hear a sample?
Uh-oh. They want to hear Yoda say something, Steve. Sorry. Can Yoda say something?
Something.
There you go. And Yoda has a sense of humor, unlike in the movies. All right, now coming up this. Well, yeah. Coming up this month, we have several different things because it's October. We're extremely busy in October. First of all, we have McKay's Homeschool Day, which is the 15th. It's this coming Wednesday. It's a thing in the morning. It's only for a few hours. And they only want 3 to 5 people there. I think we have the people we need. But if you're interested in it and available during that time, let me know just in case.
Because I'm signed up and I can drop out if somebody else wants to do it.
Right. Or if someone gets sick, we want to have alternates or something like that.
What day is that?
It'll be on Wednesday at 10 o'clock in the morning at McKay's. After that, we have our first weekend of Boo the Zoo, which Linda already talked about. We have Disney Night. Starts around 5 p.m. They open the gates at 5:30. You can get there a little bit earlier. You can. If the gates are closed, you go to the gift shop, and they have like a little sliding glass door. Just knock on it. Someone will come over, tell them you're with Chattooine. They'll let you in, and they'll show you where to go to the education center where we get dressed and have our break area and everything else. I'll try to get there as early as I can. I'll try to get out of work early so I can get there and start setting up the banners and things like that. Our second night at Boo in the Zoo will be this coming Saturday, which is Space Night. So any space-themed character, like Shalita said earlier, Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Guardians of the Galaxy, Pigs in Space for the Muppets, anything that's space-related, go for it. You know, Space Pirates. We can do anything fun like that. Doctor Who, perfect. Doctor Who would work too. So just, you know, think outside the box a little bit. If you don't have a character that you think would be space themed, you might have something that you could modify it to. So it's a pretty inclusive. Oh yeah. So there's a lot of stuff you could do. So you know, if you have trouble thinking of something and you want to participate, let us know. Or worst case scenario, you can run around as Dora the Explorer, or one of those other fun characters that they have in the zoo. Yes, sir.
Power Rangers in space.
Yes, Power Rangers in space will totally work for this too. So if you want to dress as a Power Ranger man, we'll see you there. After that, we don't have anything else this weekend, but the following week is our second batch of Boo in the Zoo. The first night is going to be on a Thursday night, and that's Dream Night. It's specifically for special needs children and their families or caregivers. And it's like they have to make reservations in advance, and all of the people that go to it get in for free. And we'll be there dressed as any character you want, something that you think that these kids would really enjoy, one of your really fun characters. Don't do anything scary, although that's kind of vague because some kids are scared of weird stuff. But you know, just use common sense. Yes, sir?
Okay, with some of the special needs kids, I know for a fact, masks, if they can't see your eyes, scare the hell out of them. So, I mean, if there's costumes without masks, or where they can see your eyes, because a lot of them get cues from facial expressions, that would be a whole lot better than
Like, for example, I'm wearing my Maleficent, but I'm probably not going to wear my contacts with it, because I want him to be able to, because last year, when I did my witch, there were some special needs kids there, and they were a little taken aback by my skin color, actually. So I had to be extra sweet and nice. So even if you're playing a scary character, just make sure that you're, I use April as an example, the girl that does The Grudge. She will sit there and scare parents and then just be super sweet with kids. So, but yeah, I would say probably no crazy contacts or the mask, like you said.
Yeah, just use common sense. If you think it might scare a little kid, you might want to avoid it. Yes, sir.
And if it becomes this year, how much more there is a child who comes every year, every time I do you sniff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You might get sniffed. Be warned.
eat chili before you go there.
Our night 3 of Boo in the Zoo is going to be not this Friday, but the following Friday, and it also is going to be a mixed theme night, but it's not for special needs children, so you can have a little bit more leeway about what you want to wear for that. And then the final night for Boo in the Zoo will be that Saturday, and it's superheroes, so, you know, we know that we have tons of people that do superhero characters, so we should be able to do like a really, really awesome end to the month by doing that. Now, a couple of things are happening the following weekend. We have Earth Fair that's asked us to come by on the 30th for their Friends and Family event. And it's any character. You can just drop in and drop out. You don't have to stay very long. They just want some people with like really awesome costumes to come by, because they're going to have about 300 to 400 children and their families there throughout the night for their Friends and Family event. They have offered, food and drink for anyone that goes there too. So if you feel parched or a little hungry and you got a costume on, swing by there. You might get a little meal out of it too. So it's a really cool little thing that they do every single week, and it's just something extra special for us to come by and be in costume also. Also that evening is when we're going to be doing a Boy Scouts costume contest. That's down in Tuttle Hill, Georgia at the Tiger Creek Elementary School. So people that live down in Ringgold or in that area or further south that don't want to come all the way up to Earth Fair, that would be something fun for you to do, to dress up in costume and judge the contest. Yes, sir.
On that night, if y'all want to, get with me, because it's my son's troop, so obviously I can't judge. But y'all can meet at my house to get ready, and then,
Caravan.
yeah, we just caravan over.
And don't get lost in his basement.
You won't get lost, you just won't want to.
And there's no chili this time, right?
No.
Yeah, so that means I can't throw the contest.
Theoretically, you can still judge, you just have to go in that costume and not do the voice the whole night.
Well, I just couldn't, because Alex is going to be in it. So.
Alex is going to be in it. He's going to win it.
Yeah.
We know what's up now.
And even later on that Thursday night, the movie theater here has asked us if we could have scary characters come for the re-release of the first Saw movie. So if you have a scary costume you want to wear, and you want to really scare some people and have fun with it, acting out whatever monster you are, definitely come by here and do that for a little while. Just let me know. I'll make arrangements with the theater so they know you'll be here and what you're going to do and whatnot. And it can be a lot of fun too. Yeah, Nicole will probably be there to help out with that, since she likes the horror stuff a lot.
And that's a Thursday?
In November, we have a couple of extra things. We have the Snow Hill Elementary Fall Festival and the Heart Association Heart Walk. I'll give more details on those as I get them when we get a little bit closer. And then after that will be our next meeting, and then we'll start doing some more movie events with Mockingjay and The Hobbit, and coming out towards Christmas. One other thing that's happening, Cameron needs to talk about real quick.
On the 25th, we're having a Halloween party at my house. I'm willing to invite the group. If you want to come after the zoo, I'm also going to give my address and the time and everything to Eric. The only thing we ask is that people who come be at least 21 and then no age.
All right, so Cameron's having a party.
Is that an either or?
It's after Boo and the Zoo. It's after Boo and the Zoo. 21 and up. Bring your own booze. Eric will have the information about the party, and we'll talk a little bit about it in our group, so keep an eye out for it. And that's an awesome opportunity for people to get together outside of Olive Garden to
Does everybody know why he goes to Olive Garden? Is anyone confused?
He likes breadsticks.
He has that, he bought the $100 pass for 45 days. He can eat free at Olive Garden, and people can get free Cokes when they go with him. So he's been using it as a, we had people saying maybe we needed to do more social events, and that's one of them. We've had the craziest group of people at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And they love us. Like, we've had all ages of people from 19 all the way up to somebody in their 60s. So.
No, you're not.
I have to go back to work.
But yes, we have been having fun at Olive Garden. So I'll be going all the way up through November 9th. I'll be going there pretty much every single day.
And I can review almost every single dessert for you.
Delicious.
All right, I'm going to get out of here since I've talked way too long already. And I'll pass it off to Eric if he wants to talk about anything. Go.
But the only thing I've got is, if you have any social things that you think would be fun, hit me up on Facebook, we'll talk about it. I'll put it before everybody and we'll see what happens. I am still working on finding a place to print the t-shirts. The one question I have is, do we want to see if we can do every style of t-shirt, like 5 different designs and let you pick? Or do we want to vote on one style and stick with it?
Which one would end up probably being cheaper overall?
Which is
I
easier for
think,
you.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna say the girls probably have more, like the guys are probably just gonna want one style of t-shirt, am I right? Like just a t-shirt. I'm not gonna like this, I'm not trying to be like sexist. Girls tend to care more. I know that Nicole has specifically said she wanted the option of a women's fitted shirt and a tank top.
I'm talking about, yeah,
So like having
the
the
design
screwdriver
itself.
at the end.
Do we want the
Like you want the
Tron? Do we want
Deadpool,
the Deadpool? Do we want the
Xavier symbol, that sort of thing. Not
It's
the.
gonna be more expensive to have all those options on there.
Depends on how many we order.
What I think you should do, or this is just me, but maybe put all the designs up and everybody votes in the group. And they have to, or if they go in and do a poll and vote, and maybe how many designs do you have?
5.
Maybe the top 2 designs get printed, so you save the other ones for maybe special
Oh, yeah.
occasions where we want to do it.
Also,
What does everybody think about that?
I second that motion.
There's a
He's just too good at creating good designs.
Yes.
There's a place that I found that we can also get, you know how everyone has the big long car stickers? I can get the vinyl stickers done for about $2 to $3 a piece for that logo. And they'll do like 100 would get us about $2. The more you get, the cheaper it gets. So, you know, put on on books, on cars, on wherever.
Yep.
On your work laptop, so that's something else that I can deal.
There's a possibility of doing something like hoodies or something.
Once we find out who's going to print,
Yeah.
we can print on anything.
If anybody has like ideas or has printed in the past with stuff, get with Eric, because we want everybody's input. If you've got a hookup with somebody that knows how to, even online or in person or something, let him know, because the officers don't know everything. We just pretend.
You know, and we can do different colors, like if you want a black shirt with gold, which is the standard that we've had in the past, fine. If you want purple with green, sorry. If you want red and yellow, red and blue, whatever. Black and white,
Green and black.
green and black, you know. I really want this to be, since it is a 10th anniversary shirts, I want it to be special and be personalized for each of us. You know, all of us have that certain character that we do. That's our go-to, our favorite, and we all know their colors. So, I mean, Jamie could have 2 of them. He could have the Iron Man, he got the Superman.
Wouldn't have to change the color scheme that much either. You wouldn't have to change the color scheme.
Jamie's going.
He could just be red and yellow.
Yeah, you do red and yellow. You know, so I mean, we can do on this pretty much whatever y'all want. But I will make another post, and I'll put the designs back up, and yeah, we'll go with the top 2. Okay. The designs have for the O, for one of the O's, it has a Tron symbol, Deadpool, Stargate, the Xavier the Xavier X, and
Thinking Joker is really funny, by the way.
spend a night with Chucky one night.
They got really drunk.
We got really drunk. And there's one more, but I'll put them all up and we'll let y'all vote on them, okay? And anybody got any questions for me?
Yeah, why so serious?
Well, you see, it's kind of fun.
I still,
I'm gonna make the pen.
Jump in.
I still think that it's just like constant sympathy.
Steve, you're so weird when you're quiet.
I was gonna say he looks like Judge Arrow over there.
Come on, it's green arrow.
Okay, that's all I've got.
Just don't fail.
I think we probably want everybody to get in a group shot before you all leave again. To get pictures of everybody, put them on the page, and then I don't know when it's coming out, but I think we have a 10th anniversary article coming out sometime soon.
Oh, yes.
He didn't ask me about it or Jamie, so I don't know who to talk to. Yeah, he didn't talk to me, so I don't know what it's about. But yeah, the Times Free Press is doing an article about us for the 10 years that everybody's been together. And not all of us. The cool thing about this group is, like, Cassandra actually said something to me that said something to Ricky that cracked me up. She thought Ricky and I had started the group.
Nope.
We've only been in the group for like 3 years. So that's what a family is. Like, everybody in this group means everything to me. So whether you've been here 10 years or 1 year, everybody's important.
Or one day.
Or one day. Yeah. Because you never know what to expect. Like, and it's not even about how much you spend on your costumes or something, but you can't judge a book by its cover in this group, because normally, like, I know when Jamie came in, he just looked like some little football jockey, like little dude, and then he's like, I'm not an Iron Man, I'm gonna have an Iron Man costume. So, like, everybody has their own little thing, and sometimes they hide it until they get in the group. Like,
Thanks for asking.
Everybody needs to feel comfortable. I know that I told a few people, I personally have social anxiety and like get super anxious at stuff. We have other people in the group that do too, so that's why I am super about everybody feeling comfortable and everybody getting along and stuff like that. So we're all geeks, so of course we all have some kind of weird social problem. But yeah, like, that's the greatest thing about the group is I've seen a lot of people who maybe didn't get out as much, and that now they have a group of people that they can get out with. And then I can be just as good of friends with somebody that I have known forever, like Jamie, and then new friends over here. So it all means the same thing to me. So I just want to make sure everybody feels comfortable. If you ever don't feel comfortable, you need to come to somebody and tell us, whether it's like sexual harassment or any kind of harassment. Come to us and let us know. We usually try to keep it between those two people, but sometimes things filter over into the group. Sometimes people post things that filter over into the group. Sometimes Clark Kent makes an article online. But yes.
I just want to sell.
Yes.
That's all.
He's just anti-bullying, so we're very, very much about that. I would like to say that Jamie, Ricky, and I have a photo in the works that we're probably going to use in the group, and so very fun. The photo shoot with the stormtrooper. But yes, we're going to do, so we have a poster, a Chattooine poster, because I know everybody feels like, what did you get called? A keyboard commando? Don't be a keyboard commando, actually go out and do it. Like, I know we talk about it on Facebook a lot, or you'll share something, but go out and make somebody's day. Like, make a kid's day or make an adult's day.
He's not a keyboard commando, he's a real one. There's a difference.
And you make them feel bad too. So, that's the main thing. I want anti-bullying to be about adults. Because if you get the adults, then the little kids won't feel bad because they were raised by adults. I think that's how it works. I don't know anything about that child thing, so I just
Child thing, okay.
Or a teacher. We've got teachers.
A child thing.
But yeah, I think that's mainly my thing this week is I love everybody. I want everybody to love everybody. And I don't want anybody to dislike me because if well, 16
Bucky, you're going to do the song, you have to put that.
Everybody will have like a big stamp on their head that says they failed this living. Failed this living.
You should know me by now.
Oh, I didn't. I knew you'd do it. That's why I said it.
And I would just like to point out this really amazing cool shirt over here that I've been staring at.
Thank you. This is my impromptu costume. This is the car.
No, you just took Wednesday. You just took Wednesday Adams' costume. You're a homicidal maniac.
You look like everybody else. I thought about doing that one actually.
You see? Yeah. Is this your first meeting? It is. Yay!
And she has an axe if anyone would like to be hit by it.
I do have an axe.
If y'all could
Is it New
sign
York
this
Comic
before you
Con
leave
friendly?
so we can have attendance.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody knows, but that was a big drama this week. New York Comic Con is taking people's weapons and not giving them back. So, since I go to metal shows, I know I'm dressed like a bunny.
She goes to metal shows like that and still owns everybody.
As long as you keep it outside of an event, you're usually fine. But some people didn't understand that. They brought in crazy stuff and then they had it taken. And it would make me feel very sad because I know that Ricky puts a lot of work into my props. I lost one. I feel really sad when I told him to make me another one. But yeah, that was the big drama on Facebook this week is New York Comic Con is stealing everybody. Well, here's the funny thing. They were putting it in big bins unless you took it back to wherever you were at. And some people, I guess, were coming in on the train, didn't want to go all the way back home. And people got mad because people that were working security were taking some of them for themselves. All I have to say is dips. Because I would just be like,
You know what would have been appropriate, isn't it? At that point in time, you have a character dressed as the Mask in between the two bins with the bins full of weapons.
And his pockets turned
what
out.
I did notice is that Michael, what is his name? No, I can't even remember his name. He was the big spawn and stuff. He actually wore, Night Mage. He actually wore his spider costume that had
Ghost Spider.
He wore Ghost Spider and had like 50 guns on it, and they let him come in. Now, granted, but they were saying they were actually taking away, aerosol, silly string, anything that had a projectile, they were taking away.
Yep.
Now,
It works the same way as Disney. If it's a projectile weapon, it has to be completely deactivated and not be able to be reassembled.
Yeah. In our group, we tend to, the only thing you need to know about our events, normally we're fine with all weapons unless they're real. Of course, we don't want real weapons. But the theater has specifically said, do not bring guns in because they love us, but they have some real stupid patrons. So, like, we've had people in the past that we're going to watch the entire movie, but then Black Widow had a gun in her holster, so now I want a refund. It's kind of those people that are just using it as an excuse. We live in Tennessee. I would think people were used to guns by now. But yes, at the raid specifically, they asked no weapons. But then everybody else, I don't think anyone has.
Nope.
Well, no, Chad has had, they don't want, if you have your bow, you can't have an arrow in it. And you can't have anything with a,
Blade.
like a laser on it.
Oh, a laser pointer?
Yeah, laser pointer. They don't like, because they think it scares people. I think Tennessee
Well, you
needs
gotta
to
also
put their big
remember-
girl panties on.
Actually,
But,
this is owned by the same company that owns Colorado. So,
But yeah, it has
Just
been
about every
that
prop I have has a laser pointer on
usually
it.
if just people complain. We have not had any other complaints. We have actually had people complaining that we no longer do Thursday night releases, so that's kind of fun. But I kind of wanted to be like, don't complain. You should have just showed up. Because they stopped coming, and that's why we stopped doing Thursday night releases. Nobody was coming. So. I think we're done. We're done, everybody. Go eat. What? No, we'll do it next week. Or next month.
Darn!
You can't win again.